Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Gators and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got room at the 35. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The Gators decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense. Right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught behind the line. It's Raymond. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block.
And you know teams are going to be watching this film, and they're going to be saying to themselves, we are directional punting, and we are kicking the thing out of bounds. This guy has way too much speed, and he can change the game.
Comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Gators are threatening on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got room to work. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll knock him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Rushes on him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Powers through the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot them out there, and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Direct snap. It's Raymond. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There's some room. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This was a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's a gift to Frazier. And they swarm him under. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Looking for a crease. It's Raymond. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones to throw. Got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Gators will snap it on first and 10. On the draw, it's Montgomery. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Thanks to grab. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. On the ground, it's Raymond. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Tulane taking on the number 11 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Toss sweep to the right. Fighting off the defender. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Sending the offense back to work. Jones wants to throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing.
There's a crease. Picks up the 1st down. Touchdown, Gators! And the punishment has been extended.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready. Blue 22. Hey, kill it, kill it.
The give from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Magic. Skate. Force. Look. Hawkeye. Mustang.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got an open man. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Cross, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hut.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And they got it.
Man, as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Booster. Let's go.
Jones wants to throw it. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it.
The pass on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 20.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running inside. It's Montgomery. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Touchdown, Florida! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rebels offense is back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Knight. It's complete to the right. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go. Brent.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for space to the left. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There was just...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line, and that is why explosive plays can change games.
First down for the offense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. One more play to pad the stats. Reads it, fires complete. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye.